The hum of the engines has lulled everyone into a sense of routine as the plane begins its descent. Suddenly, the captain's voice interrupts, calm but serious. There's a technical issue. The landing gear hasn't deployed. The plane must attempt an emergency landing without its wheels. Anxiety sweeps through the cabin. The idea of a jet sliding on its belly is the stuff of nightmares. Flight attendants, now all business, move quickly, issuing clear instructions: brace positions, remove sharp objects, listen closely. Passengers exchange nervous glances, some send messages to loved ones, others close their eyes in silent hope. The aircraft circles, burning fuel to reduce fire risk. The captain's updates are steady, a lifeline of professionalism. Now every passenger must trust the crew and follow procedures that feel unnatural, preparing for an impact that's both certain and unknown. The familiar comfort of air travel is gone, replaced by a raw reliance on training, teamwork, and the safety systems built into every flight. In this moment, the only way forward is to trust the process and hope for a safe landing. The drama is real, but so is the preparation. Landing gear is more than wheels. It's a complex, robust system designed to absorb the shock of landing and provide control on the ground. It supports hundreds of tons, cushions impact, and allows pilots to steer and brake safely. Without it, the plane's fuselage would take the full force of landing, risking catastrophic damage. The gear's strength comes from high-grade steel and aluminum, with multiple wheels for redundancy. It retracts into the plane to reduce drag, using hydraulics and sensors, a marvel, but also a potential point of failure. When the gear fails, the aircraft loses its legs, brakes, and shock absorbers. That's why a landing gear malfunction is a serious emergency, demanding every ounce of skill and every safety feature available. The landing gear is the bridge between flight and ground. When it's gone, everything changes. The crew must now rely on the plane's design and their training to bring everyone down safely. It's a test of engineering and human resolve. Pilots train relentlessly for emergencies like landing gear failure, starting in advanced simulators that mimic every possible scenario. When gear trouble arises, they follow strict checklists, trying backup systems, manual releases, and every redundancy built into the plane. If all else fails, they declare an emergency, coordinate with air traffic control, and choose the longest runway. A low flyby lets ground crews visually confirm the gear's status. Pilots then configure the plane for the gentlest possible landing, calculating speed, adjusting flaps, and preparing for a controlled slide. Communication with the cabin crew is constant, ensuring passengers are ready. Every step is methodical, practiced, and focused on safety. This is where training pays off, turning chaos into a controlled, survivable event. The professionalism in the cockpit is the first line of defense. In these moments, experience and preparation make all the difference. A belly landing, touching down without landing gear, is a controlled emergency, not a crash. The plane's underside is reinforced to handle the slide, acting like a giant ski. Pilots approach at minimum safe speed, flare the nose, and aim to touch down tail first for maximum control. Sparks fly, metal grinds, but the goal is to keep the plane straight and intact. Burning off fuel before landing reduces weight and fire risk. Fire crews may coat the runway in foam to suppress sparks and cool the fuselage. It's noisy, violent, and dramatic, but it's a maneuver pilots are trained to execute. The key is precision and calm under pressure. When done right, a belly landing is survivable. History proves belly landings can end safely. In 2011, LOT Polish Airlines Flight 16 landed gear up in Warsaw. Every passenger walked away unharmed, thanks to expert piloting and preparation. JetBlue Flight 292 in 2005 faced a jammed nose gear. The pilot held the nose off as long as possible, landing safely with sparks flying. Even in more severe incidents like Singapore Airlines Flight 006, the reinforced fuselage and trained crews saved lives. These stories show that with skill, preparation, and robust aircraft design, a gear-up landing is not a death sentence. The combination of engineering and human expertise makes survival possible. Real-world examples inspire confidence in the system. The odds are better than most people think. As pilots prepare for a belly landing, flight attendants take charge in the cabin. Passengers are instructed to adopt the brace position, feet flat, head down, hands on the seat in front, to protect against impact. Sharp objects and shoes are removed, loose items secured, and emergency exits reviewed. In the final moments, commands ring out. Brace, brace, brace. The greatest danger is fire from friction and ruptured fuel lines, so evacuation must be swift. Attendants assess conditions, direct passengers to safe exits, and deploy slides. Leaving belongings behind is critical. Seconds matter. The goal: everyone out in under 90 seconds. Survival depends on following instructions without hesitation. Despite the drama, belly landings have a high survival rate. Most incidents result in few or no serious injuries, thanks to strong airframes, skilled crews, and rehearsed procedures. The key is time. Crews can prepare, burn fuel, and ready passengers. The aircraft is built to slide and protect, not shatter. Redundant systems and rigorous training make total failure rare. Even when all else fails, the fuselage is a final shield. Pilots and attendants drill for these moments, turning fear into action. The numbers are clear. Survival is the norm, not the exception. Modern aviation is designed for resilience. A belly landing is serious but rarely fatal. Can a modern airliner land safely without its gear? Absolutely. It's not routine, but it's survivable, thanks to strong design, relentless training, and disciplined procedures. The fuselage is built to slide and protect. Pilots are trained to handle the worst. Redundancy and preparation make total gear failure extremely rare. When it happens, the system works. Calm execution, clear communication, and a focus on safety. The takeaway isn't fear, but confidence in aviation's safety net. Trust the crew, trust the process, and know that even in the worst-case scenario, survival is likely. If you ever hear that dreaded announcement, remember, you're in good hands.